Hey, this is John O'Connor from Nirvana Tribute. May the rock be with you.
Of course, sir, we are here because you are headed back to Australia for some shows. Now, I haven't seen your show yet, so can you give us an idea on how these shows are going to go down and what people can expect from a Nirvana tribute show?
It's going to be loud, it's going to be chaotic, and it's going to take you back to the 90s again.
Mm, nice. I mean, that's all
Yes.
you need to know, really, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. We try to give you the Nirvana experience. We want everybody to leave our shows thinking, well, we've seen a Nirvana show now.
Nice, nice. Now, this time around, you're celebrating 30 years since In Utero and playing it in full. So, when you do an album front to back, what's the preparation like rather than just doing a regular, like, hits show?
Well, I guess we look at more than just the album. I mean, for In Utero, they did more than just the album. They did some
Mm.
demos and stuff as well. So we took a look at those to see what they did there, and so we're going to bring maybe one of those tracks out as well. Um, but we're not going to do things in order. Well, we decided like that we're not, when we do these shows that it's just boring for the fans if they know, right, it's gonna this is next, then this is next, and then because they're just waiting halfway through that set, they're just waiting to see what we're going to play after the album. So we like to mix things up to keep everybody guessing. They never know what's coming next.
Oh, I like that. That's good. You make a good point because people will go like, "Oh, I don't like the next three songs. I'll just go to the bar," and then they miss out.
This is the thing, right? Because this is people kind of just, well, I know what's coming next, and I'm not really into that song. I'm going to go smoke a cigarette, and then they get
Mm.
caught outside, and they're outside for 15, 20 minutes, and they miss half the show.
Oh, so for instance, we'll get like In Utero songs mixed in with Nevermind, with whatever. So it'll be like just a normal set, like a regular set.
It will be a regular set, but with all of In Utero in there
Yeah.
as
So
well. So you can expect
scattered.
to hear In Utero, but you can expect to hear a bit more as well.
All right, that sounds good to me. Now, from what I've seen, though, I've seen some footage. I feel like what you do, it's not just a tribute to the band, but it's paying major respect to the band and the songs with the passion and the heart you guys put in. Is that something you consciously do to give that experience of a Nirvana show?
Well, yes and no. I mean, there's a lot of me on stage, but I try to bring as much Kurt up there as possible. I used to like, I didn't speak that much on stage. Kurt never spoke that much. So I used to try to keep that barrier, not to kind of spoil the illusion for people or to just, to peer behind the fourth wall, as they say. But I nowadays we add a little bit more kind of fan interaction and stuff like that as well. We have some fun pieces in the show and stuff like that. Where during Lithium, we've been getting people to sit on the floor during our last verse and jump in the air for that last chorus, and yeah, people
Yeah.
people enjoy that bit.
Yeah, that's going to be
But yeah,
great.
we try to give the Nirvana experience, but we try to add something extra on top as well.
Okay, beautiful. Now, it's your third time to Australia in as many years. How do your fans over here compare to those around the world? Is there a comparison?
They're definitely passionate.
That's a good way to put it.
Definitely passionate. I love the passion from the Australian audiences, and I just love the banter and stuff like that. The stuff that the guys when people shout back at me and stuff from the audience is just hilarious sometimes. Like, so you guys are not shy. You are not shy people. I love it.
Excellent. Now, I've been asked, is your touring guitarist, Danny Bazzi, going to be joining you on the stage on this tour?
Yeah, I think we might have Danny. He might have to get up for a shot for one of the songs during this. He's going to have to give it another shot, whether he likes it or not. I think. We had him on stage twice during the last tour. We brought him on stage, I think, in Melbourne, and we had him on stage in Bangkok as well. And he's a crazy guy. He acts like he's nervous, but once he gets up there, he's like an old pro.
That's the way to do it. He's a rock star.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, when you do take on the role of Kurt Cobain, I mean, how much work and study did it take for you to get it down right?
Well, I mean, I guess I grew up on Nirvana. I mean,
Mm.
I've been listening to Nirvana since Bleach since I was a kid. I'm like approaching 42 now. I probably shouldn't give away my age, but so I've been listening to it for a long time. So when I was a kid, obviously I watched the videos religiously and I studied a lot and I absorbed quite a lot of that. So like I said just there a while ago, like
Mm.
there's a lot of John O'Connor on stage but like a lot of what is John O'Connor, it's probably a lot of it has been learned from watching Kurt Cobain and studying Kurt Cobain for many, many, many years.
Yeah.
So it's kind of he's ingrained in me, you know. He's just
Yeah.
in there.
Oh, it's amazing. Now, let's talk about the band. What do you remember about the first time you heard them?
I was blown away.
Hmm.
Because like I said, the first album I heard was Bleach, and I mean, I know Nevermind was like it's a great poppy record, pop rock record, and but it's got a lot of simple stuff in there. Whereas Bleach is just filled with riffs and but there's a beauty in Bleach as well that I found when I was a kid, and that's like the simplicity of certain songs. So like Negative Creep and School, they were really the songs that drew me into Nirvana because I couldn't believe that School was played on one string on one note, just bending the note, and that made me want to play the guitar straight away. I was like, if that guy can do that and write that crazy song, I'm gonna do this.
Unreal. So, what was it about the band though that made you want to create this show?
I think it's because I wanted to carry the memory on. You
Mm.
know, I just felt that I looked at the tribute bands that were around at the time. I mean, this has been running now. Nirvana Tribute's been running for like 15 years. We're approaching our 15-year mark. And I at the back then I looked at like the bands that were touring and there was nobody really taking Nirvana worldwide. They were performing through America and different bands were doing that, but like and throughout Europe and stuff. And I thought, well, look, I think I could take this and take it like globally and like bring this show as it should have been to the world. And that's what we've been trying to do. And we're now on 34 countries and climbing. So yeah, man, it's and it keeps going, you know. We keep
Mm.
seeing new generations coming out to each show. So we get like grandfather, father, and the kid there as well. Like, you know, it's amazing. It really is.
Well, I suppose that like I never got to see Nirvana. Did you ever get to see them?
No, I was quite close, but the show was scheduled for the Point Theatre in Dublin, and it was only a few days after Kurt actually passed away.
Oh
So
man.
I never got to see them live, unfortunately. Me and my
Yeah.
wife have a ticket for the French show actually hanging on our stairs and uncut. It still has the stub on it.
Wow.
So what could have been, eh?
Yeah, I know. Well, look what it's come out of it. So you're doing all right.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
happy to keep doing this for as long as I can, really, and keep taking
Beautiful.
this great music everywhere.
Yeah. So if you had to pick, do you have a favorite song to play?
Everybody asks me this. I love to play Drain You on stage. I think that was Kurt's favorite song to play live as well. I love to play it because it's normally near the beginning of our set and it really helps my voice open up and stuff. And I think that's why he loved it too. But lately I love playing Love Buzz.
Oh, yeah, cool.
It's one of my favorite tracks. Yeah, I love it. I love the chaos in the song, but also normally my wife is standing like right hand side of stage and she's so the song has kind of been sung to her
Oh,
in a
that's
sense.
nice.
So yeah,
That's
there's the
nice.
soppy bit of
Yeah.
me.
Oh well, they did have a little bit of a soppy side, the old Nirvana, even though they said they didn't. But there is that. That's there. But,
Of course he did. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Now, what is the best compliment you've ever had from someone in doing this show?
Wow. We've had a lot of press compliments that were fantastic down through the years, and from magazines that I grew up reading, like Kerrang magazine and Heavy and stuff like that. So, but I think when Nirvana's ex-drummer, old drummer Aaron Burkhardt said we were the closest to the real thing, I think that still strikes me as one of the best compliments I've ever received because
Well,
I had some conversations with Aaron and stuff as well, and he did really lay it on me one night, and he made me feel quite emotional. So yeah, he's a great guy, and I'm forever in debt for him saying that.
that's amazing. Have Dave or Chris ever seen you guys or reached out?
No, but I would love that.
Hmm.
If they ever come across our stuff, it would be great to hear their opinion for good or bad. But I hope their opinion would be good. I hope they recognize that we're just trying to carry on, where they left off.
Well, put it this way: you don't keep doing it for so long if you're not good. So,
I
hopefully
guess.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Now, let's look back over your career because it can be very easy to say what can change over time. But what for you is the one thing that's always remained the same with what you do?
I guess staying faithful to the music,
Mm.
staying faithful to you're not going to see us up on the stage kind of doing anything crazy or talking about anything crazy or anything. Like sometimes You know, we might bring if there's a political thing or whatever, but it's nothing like Nirvana wouldn't have done. We try to stay as faithful as possible. I guess that's the main thing for our band. We want genuinely want people to leave and have that feeling like they've seen a Nirvana performance.
That's awesome. I think that's great. And you please don't tell me you don't smash instruments, do you?
Yeah, pretty much every night.
Oh man.
Yeah, pretty much every night. Now, I can't guarantee I'll do it every night in Australia because locating some of these instruments can be difficult sometimes. But we certainly give it a go. On the last tour, we hunted down some instruments, so we could do that for you people as well.
Cool. Are we going to do a head first into the drum kit, or are we going to?
I normally go head first into the crowd. I'm getting too old for the head first into the drum kit, dude.
I'm looking forward to it. No, let's look ahead to the future. I always do this with everyone with a prediction. So I want you to finish this sentence for me. By the end of 2023, Nirvana Tribute will.
Have taken over more countries than ever before, and we're going to take over even more still.
Good goal to have, man. Great goal to have.
Yes.
John, thank you so much for your time, dude. Lovely to talk to you in, over here. I'm sure I'll see you again in Sydney.
Great to talk to you as well, Troy. I will see you in Sydney.
Thanks, buddy. Have a safe flight, safe travels, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me, man.
See you, buddy. Bye.
Take care. Bye bye.